Too funny. Hey guys, let's double check if we are live here this morning on our Facebook group. Yeah, cool beans. So cool stuff. Good morning. It is Monday morning here about 8:40 on the East Coast. Welcome to your new week. You know, I want to share with you a couple of things that I do. It's actually an everyday experience, but I used to call these Mindset Monday calls, or maybe Monday Mindset calls. The first thing you want to do on a daily basis is get your head straight, get your mind straight on what you're looking to accomplish, right? So, and it doesn't have to be anything heavy. You can pick up a book, read 10 pages, not just any book, a book that has you think outside of your normal way of thinking, whether it's Think and Grow Rich, whether it's Jump by Steve Harvey, whether it's The Magic of Thinking Big. I think it's David Schwartz who wrote that. Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, written in 1960. Fabulous book on how we create our own realities. He found, just a little side here, he was or I guess, I don't know if he's still alive, he was a plastic surgeon. And when he would work on somebody and change their look from a very disfigured, let's say a face, to one that was beautiful, he would have them, when he took all the bandages off, look in the mirror, and most of them, he said, I still feel ugly. You see, our self-image, and he started to determine that our self-image, which he called the greatest discovery of our lifetime, his lifetime, our self-image, how we see ourselves, is one of the most powerful things we have on the planet. It may be the most powerful. And so how do you see yourself, right? What do you choose to look at? Most of the time, we're looking at things that we learned, typically before age 7, when we were an open book, and everything from our parents, our teachers, our siblings, aunts, uncles, extended family, we didn't have a filter, so we accepted all of that as true. And some of that, it still runs your life. It's probably 95% of what you believe the way the world is. Think about that. And so how is your world? Is your world one where money's hard to come by? Is your world one where people around here are broke? Is your world, what do you see? And a great way to determine what your own mindset is, because we all see things different, right? We can all be standing in the same room looking at the same thing or the same event occurring, and we all interpret it differently. So how you see the world is typically what you receive from it. So take a look. How are you seeing the world? Are you seeing a lot of issues, problems, people that can't make it? If you are, that's probably what you're projecting into the world. So your self-image, that's a great book. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. A fabulous book on that awareness, that aha of, my goodness, all I see is my perception of the world or myself. Fascinating. So when you're looking at your mindset, it's really important to kind of take something and expand it. You know, something we did when I was doing a lot of trainings with Dale Carnegie years ago, the international instructor there, my friend Rick, used to take a rubber band and he would take it, he would stretch it. And he goes, basically what we're going to do to you guys tonight is stretch you. And then when we let go of the rubber band, it comes back almost to the same size, but it's a little bit bigger. Okay. And he goes, and if we can keep doing that just a little bit every day, eventually you're going to be responding to the world in an entirely different way. Okay, so mindset's huge. So use a little insight today to notice what's happening around you. Start considering that that's how you're seeing the world, right? Notice what you post on Facebook. Notice how you respond. Notice what you're seeing, because it comes through the filter of who you're being to see what you're seeing. Okay, so start making a decision. So when you notice that, let's decide. And if you're not driving, close your eyes. If you are driving, don't close your eyes, and just take a nice deep breath. And I do this every morning, guys. And from this place of just quiet peacefulness, picture what you'd like to create today and this week and make it ideal. Is it enrolling an extra, 5 new brand partners? Just get that feeling. Is it creating an extra 300, 500, 1,000 volume this week? Just get that feeling. Just start getting that presence and that sense of, this is what I'm all about. Okay. This is how I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to now start bringing into the world. And if you have a journal, if not, go out and get one. You can get them for $5, $8, Walmart or whatever. That's where I get mine. and jot these things down. There's something about writing it down that changes your reality. It changes what you start responding to. Okay. So let's do this. So that's a little bit of the mindset this morning. So take 2 or 3 minutes every morning, if not 10. 10's a great way. Read 10 pages in a book. Do it before you go to bed at night too. Then your subconscious is working on it all night long, right? Good stuff. If you want new results, we're going to have to tweak and make a little cooler, faster, sleeker version of you. Okay, so let's go to work on that. So I'm going to talk today too about growing your business this morning. Number one, are you using the quick start guide? Are you teaching your people? This is the basis of the entire business builder certification, right? And this takes the entire Tavala rhythm and brings it down into a 2-pager. So real quickly here, guys, are you using this? Is it something that's valuable to you? So I'm going to just take a minute. So we're going to do a little bit of business conversation here too. So let me get out one of my markers. Okay, the first thing is, are you teaching your team how to share? Are you teaching them how to share, whether it's products or whether it's the opportunity? Are you teaching that? So I want you to reach out to at least 1 to 2 people every day on your team. If you're brand new, I want you to reach out and share with somebody. Okay, they don't have to be on your team, but you can share with a friend. Hey, this is something I'm working on. You know, talk about how you share the product or the opportunity. You know, is it giving away samples? Maybe so. You know, we saw a video I did a few weeks ago. We actually hand out a lot of samples, but we don't give them away. That doesn't mean we charge for them. I'll give somebody a sample if they'll take a look at our business. If I give you a sample, will you look at our business and give me your honest feedback? Are you open to look? And if they're not, we'll send them to our Tavala trim where they can buy their own. Okay. So we hand out a bunch of these. We just don't give them away. Okay. So are you sharing and are you teaching your team how to share? Connecting is nothing more than just following up. I mean, the real word here should be follow up. And that's just getting back to them and just saying, you know, and not trying to sell it. See, everybody goes back and they get all intense about selling it. No, provide service, be a nurturer. And so one of the things we have is trimstripsandmore.com/team, right? And on that page, you can just cut and paste and send them some. You know, I talked last week about part of that follow-up between the 5th and the 8th follow-up is where most of the sales are made. Most people buy. If you're not trying to close them like an old salesperson, right? And I can say that because I'm an old salesperson. You want to just assist them. And one of the things you want to do, you always want a 3-way call them into somebody else on your team, upline, downline, sideline, so just for social proof, not to close them. If someone calls you for a 3-way, don't try to close them. Just don't. That's old school. Okay. Be there of service. Tell your story. Tell what you did. Ask them, hey, have you thought about being a customer or a member? Do you know your order options? And that's the other piece. Besides a 3-way call, I want you to send them the video, your order options. You'll get so much more sales out of that because it's non-salesy and it lets people know what they need to do. Okay. So the third step here is guiding. Are you guiding people? And that's simply following a system, following a plan. Here's an easy way to do it. In the back of this little quick guide, we have this little form here. It only has 2 follow-ups. I'm going to recommend you go to the last page, you can, of your complete rhythm and print out this because it has the space for 8 follow-ups. So this has 3 different people you can track on this page, right? And if you're sharing 2 a day, 5 days a week, 2 a day, 5 days a week, I guarantee you, and you're following up, your business is growing. You do 2 a day, 5 days a week. On average, we see about 3 people enrolling every week. Okay, every week. You can do it too. So share, connect, guide. Okay, getting into your daily rhythm, right? We have a daily rhythm. Part of the daily rhythm for me is getting really clear, getting really quiet, and focusing on what I want to create today, this week, this month, this year. Okay, just really softly, and not having to force it, but just kind of knowing where I'm headed. Okay, that's part of my daily rhythm. Use a Tavala product today as should be a part of your daily rhythm. Sharing 2 a day, 5 days a week should be part of your rhythm if you want success. Here, we have weekly stuff happening here. There's a rhythm to the week, but right now I want to focus on daily for you guys, and then monthly. Obviously, that's our auto ship. If you're not on auto ship, you're not in the business really. I know there's no requirement, but there is for me for our business, for Joy and I's business. There's no way we're doing it without being totally in. Because if you're not totally in, you're not going to get the result. I don't care how small your goal is or how large your goal is. You're not going to hit it because you're not in, right? So decide to be in. So that's a little bit I wanted to chat about. Let's go ahead and clear that up. And then I think I showed you already, guys, the second page of the transformation list, the rhythm, right? Last thing I want to talk about is the Tavala Share Extraordinaire. We had our top winners last for the first 4 weeks, right? So let's talk about this. We're in period 2 right now, which is from July 4th to the end of July. So it's early enough to get started. Guys, Joy and I didn't get running after it for the first. We only got involved the last 2 weeks. And the reason we did, if I can be transparent with you, we couldn't believe we weren't on the chart. We couldn't believe we didn't see a bunch of other leaders on those top 10 or top 15. And so I guess we convicted ourselves. The jury met and said, you're guilty, Dave and Joy. You lead from the front, right? You lead from the front. So I'm going to recommend to have you consider getting yourself on that list. It'll grow your business. Is it uncomfortable? Yeah, it is sometimes. I got that. But this is how you grow your business. So they're giving away additional monies to have you do what you said you came here to do anyway. Let's get rolling. So if you're in management mode and you got a team, get out of management mode. You want to spend it's the 80-20 rule, right? The Pareto principle. 80%, 20% of what you do is going to give you 80% of your response. I want you to focus on recruiting and do a small amount on team management. You can't help somebody enough to make them successful. The most important thing you can do is you lead from the front. So get yourself in the game, and we're only a week or so into this, so that it is open for everybody. How'd you like to win some of these great prizes? So to make sure you understand the terms and conditions, excuse me, you have to remain fully qualified during the entire contest. That simply means you have to have an order of at least 25 DC, right, to be fully qualified every 4 weeks. Now, yes, a customer of yours that has that order, as long as you've got it for these 3 periods, you're certainly qualified, okay? If you're counting on the customers to do it, you're obviously not building, and there's going to be no prizes at the end, but you can do it, right? Must enroll a minimum of 2 new brand partners on 25 DC order each, okay, during the 4-week period. Must have a minimum new personally enrolled brand partner overall of 150 DC to be eligible over the 4-week period. So you have to have at least 2, and you have to have over 150 volume. Now, how hard's that? If one person buy a builder box, there's 200. Right? So you got the volume. Somebody else buy a pack of trim or a pack of QRS, you're in, right? So boom, that's how quick you can get there. So you have to have over a total volume over 150 during the 4-week period. This is new volume, and 2 new brand partners on a 25 DC order or more. The top 3 brand partners with the highest amount of TNVP. Came up with a new acronym. Total new volume points, right? So you get a point for every point of volume. So if someone buys a builder pack through you, 200 points, that would be 200 points towards your top prize, toward the prize, okay? So that's what it is. During each of the 3 periods, you'll be eligible to win. The third prize is the transformation pack. That's what Joy and I won this time. So woohoo! You know, we're trying to figure out how we're going to use it. We're going to use it as a contest, or we're going to use it we're just going to take it ourselves. I don't know. We hadn't figured that out yet. Second prize, this is what Zeth created for herself. Trim builder pack. That's 40 samples, right? Plus 3 months of supply. That's fantastic. Is she going to grow a business with it? Yeah, you bet, you know. First prize, 500 cash. Somebody not on our team. Ouch. Hey, Zeth, you ran at it. We ran at it. This time, let's crush it, right? Let's go harder at it because we build at the same time. Now, the 3-month grand prize, the person who has the most volume over the whole 3 months, plus there is a DC requirement of 450 DC over the 3-month period, as well as I think it's 6 new members, at least a minimum, to be eligible. You are either coming on the cruise with us, or you can opt to take $2,500 in cash. So them's the rules, okay? Real simple. Get qualified. Make sure you're qualified during the entire period. Enroll brand partners. Have that conversation first, and then you can always fall back to, I just want to be a customer. Awesome, right? Don't argue with them. Awesome. That you make more money. That won't count toward the contest, but It will count towards your food bill next week, right? Because you get paid on them. So decide if this is where you want to be, and use the contest to grow your business and grow the vision that you had that we started this conversation off with. Okay, that's what I want to share this morning, guys. A little Monday morning mindset. Start looking at your self-image. Your self-image, you can never outperform your current self-image. Oh, bam, right? You can never outperform that current self-image. So you're getting everything right now that matches your self-image. Ooh, that's always hard. That's hard to hear sometimes. Yeah, but I'm trying. Yeah, but you can't outperform your self-image. So instead of going out there and deciding to, someone said if you gave me 2 hours to cut down a tree, I spend the first hour and a half sharpening the axe, right? So before you go running with your hair on fire, connecting with people, get really clear on who you are. Make sure you have a vision and a goal for what you want to create today and this week. That's what people will pick up, because you're changing your self-image. Just a little tweak there, and people will pick up, and you'll see amazing results that start popping out of that. So how's that, guys? That's what I have for you today. Let's see if I can click out of here. I don't know if we've got anybody on the page sharing, and let's take a look. I just kind of started running this morning, didn't I? Oh, I don't see anything. Let's do this. Let's see if I can get back over here. And let's go to home. Let's go back to Tavala. Oh, somebody wants to join the group. Hey, good morning, Brucey. Marilyn Woodard, good morning. Colise, good morning. Let me turn this on and turn the volume off. There we go. Cool. So I don't see comments, questions over here. So guys, have a fabulous rest of your day. Work on your mindset. Work on your self-image. You get to choose that. Greatest discovery of our lifetime, according to Maxwell Maltz, who wrote the book Psycho-Cybernetics. Download that. You're going to love reading 10 pages. You won't be able to read 10. You probably won't be able to put it down. It's that impactful. Guys, have a great day. You absolutely deserve it. Tonight at 8:30, Joe and I are doing a live overview. Build to that event. You'll see it showing up here on Facebook. Build to that event. Use the event to grow your business. Use the event to earn the prizes in Share Extraordinaire. God bless. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.